So hi, I'm Michelle Kellogg, and this presentation today is going to be on how to relieve stress and overwhelm in 2021. So I don't know about you, this video is also, this webinar is also really targeted more so for you busy, overworked, busy professionals who are just stressed to the max right now and not really sure like how you're going to survive another day, to be honest. Um, why am I talking about that? And why did I choose you as my audience? Because I was you. I was that busy professional, staying up till 3 a.m., working on reports, trying to meet deadlines. I was really good at my job. So that meant I got more responsibilities, but that also meant without any additional pay. And it also meant longer hours and a beautiful commute to work. No. By the time I would get home from that drive in traffic, I'd leave work and not even have a headache and be in a good mood. And by the time I got home, I'd be a crazy lady. Most of the time I'd be hangry. I would walk in exhausted, hungry, which made me irritable, my poor husband. And honestly, I can just remember coming home in tears, looking at my husband, sitting on the couch, totally exhausted, my feet achy and just swollen, my whole body just achy, and like I didn't want to get up and work out. I had no energy to fix dinner. I had no energy for anything. Like just give me anything and I'd eat it. Just totally exhausted and not wanting to do anything and just looking at him and being like, what am I going to do? I can't continue to do this. Like what are we going to do? And we didn't have kids at this time, and I seriously would have been an awful mother if I had a child during that time. And I would tell him that, like, what are we going to do? I can't go on doing and working like this. I was totally burnt out and exhausted. And we were just praying for something. And I'm so thankful that God hears prayers and answers prayers, because never in my wildest dream would I have expected to figure out how to overcome the stress and overwhelm that I had. And guys, I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes with you sharing. Sorry, I just started my timer because I really do want this to be just 10 minutes. Sharing with you how to overcome that stress and overwhelm. So it's 3 tips that I'm going to share with you today. The first one is and let me start by preferencing this too. None of these next 3 tips are going to be earth-shattering or life-changing, especially by themselves. One of the biggest things is that people don't do all 3. And that was my biggest mistake. I did all of these, but not consistently and not all 3. So the first tip that I think is honest, well, they're all big and they're all important because they all work together. It's like that bar stool, right? That has 3 legs and you're missing one and it's going to fall over. That's us. That was me. So the first one is mindset. Mindset. I have over 90 hours of training of graduate school in psychology. So you think I would know this, guys, but you know what? All that training isn't what made the difference for me. It's when I dove into personal development and really starting to work on myself. I've always had Christ in my life. I've always had prayer in my life. And for me personally, I don't think mindset and prayer are any different. We have to learn to surrender and trust. We have to learn to focus on what we have and not what we don't have. We have to learn to focus on the fact that I come home and I have a husband and not, that I have a car and not the hour drive that I just had, not focusing on the exhaustion that I feel, but focusing on, I'm going to do a 10-minute workout. I'm going to feel better. I know that. And I have the ability to do that. And guys, this isn't easy. I didn't say any of this was easy. But personal development, one, I didn't think I needed any personal development. I was just fine. I got it all together. That's the biggest game changer. And I'm going to give you a book, Mastering Your Mean Girl. You can do it by Audible or the physical book, either one. Okay. Mastering Your Mean Girl. I have a whole list of podcast and personal development books to help with mastering your mindset. It's something you've got to work on. I'm going to give you one more tip in this area before I move on to the next two. Okay. We're going to do it together. This is going to be a little creepy, a little weird, but this is one little quick tip that you can implement anywhere, anytime, not anytime, but in most cases. When you start feeling that stress and that overwhelm, I'm going to give you a little tip to help calm yourself, help center yourself. I do this before. I used to do this before I had to walk into a meeting. Sometimes I do it before my prayer time to center myself and quiet my mind. Okay. So I'm also a yoga teacher. So this is one of the yoga practices, but it's called, I just hum. We're going to close off your ears with your thumbs. You're going to shut off your ears. Not yet. Just listen to me. Excuse me. We're going to cover our eyes. You're going to take a deep inhale in, and then you're going to hum as loud as you can. We're going to look a little weird, but we're going to do it together. Okay. We're going to do 3 breaths. Okay. So cover your ears, cover your eyes, take a deep inhale and hum. Inhale and hum. Inhale. Leave your eyes shut. Take a deep inhale as you lower your hands. And just feel the quietness. Evaluate how you feel now. That quieter, more centered mind. And go ahead and open your eyes. Wow, right? Like, how long did that take us? Not long at all. And how do you feel now? Give me a thumbs up. Let me see it. Let me see your faces. Let me give you your thumbs up if this was something that helped you, right? That's one little tip. So the first one is mindset, okay? The second one that we're going to cover is nutrition. How many of you know that what you eat makes a difference on how you feel? We all know it, but why aren't we doing it? Well, one, you're busy. I get it. That was me. So I'm going to give you just a few tips that really helped me when I was that busy, crazy, stressed out person. When I had to find me, first, we know we feel better when we are feeding our bodies optimally. When you're getting enough nutrients, enough foods on the microcell level, you're going to have more energy and you're going to feel better, period, right? But our soils are so depleted of the nutrients that it's hard to find. Even if you're eating all organic, it's hard to find and feed our bodies optimally what it needs, okay? So for me, one of the quickest and easiest things is it's got to be quick and easy. And it's got to be super dense of nutrition because I don't have time to be eating all day long. And I don't have time to, basically, even if you ate all organic, like I had to find a multivitamin that was super easy, super quick to take. And that was like, bam, it's got everything in it that you need. So that's my first tip is finding just a huge multivitamin that's got like your antioxidants, your adaptogen herbs, guys. Adaptogen herbs help you to handle stress. So it's got your antioxidants, your prebiotics, your probiotics, digestive enzymes. So all those vitamins that your body needs and craves on a cellular level. When it gets that, it's going to feel better. It's going to have more energy, okay? So finding a good multivitamin that, you got to be careful with the pills and stuff. A lot of that, all you're doing is you're taking it and you're peeing it out. Okay. It's not, your body's not absorbing that. So you've got to find a good quality that's got, like I said, all those things that your body needs to perform optimally. Okay. So nutrition is huge. We all know that when you're feeding your body optimally, you're going to feel better. So something quick and easy. And you got to have adaptogen herbs in it. I'm going to say that right now. If you're busy and stressed, adaptogen herbs are going to be a big one for you. The next one, number 3, so we've covered mindset, nutrition, and then the third one is exercise, guys. You know, I've been exercising my entire life, and yet I was still this crazy stressed out psycho lady. And why was I exercising? I need that endorphin release to be sane. But even if you're exercising, you can still be exhausted if you're not, one, doing the right type of exercises, or two, you're not changing it up and your body hits a plateau and gets used to it and you're not really getting that endorphin release anymore. So exercise is huge, but it's got to be the right type of exercise for you. Okay, we're all different. So I typically, you know, that for busy people, it's got to be short and it's got to be intense. So as I shared before, like I was the exercise junkie, but yet I was coming home exhausted. I was skipping my workouts a little too often. My nutrition was kind of hit and miss. And mindset and personal development, besides prayer, I had no additional tools that was helping me to stay focused on positive. So I'm going to reiterate now, like I started, is that you've got to have all 3 of these, not just one of them, or not just 2 of them. Or not. And sometimes even with all 3, you still may be struggling and you'd be like, but Michelle, why am I still struggling? Why am I exhausted? Well, this is where I want to say, hey, let's chat. Let's just chat and brainstorm it and figure it out. So if you're somebody who, first off, let me say most of you don't need me, right? You can figure it out yourself. But a mentor always helps. It's always more fun and you get there a little quicker. I feel I've always felt 2 brains are better than 1, right? But I don't care if you're somebody who's never done any of this, you've never done any personal development or mindset work, and you've never worked out and you've never focused on your nutrition, or if you're somebody who's done it all and you're somebody who's got your nutrition nailed down and your workouts nailed down. That was me before. I felt like I had it all figured out. And you know what? I had so much more tweaking to do that once I tweaked and I figured out the right paths, the right ones for me personally, there's my 10-minute timer. That's when I had more energy. And guys, I still fall in this loop and I'm like, oh, what am I missing? Oh, I haven't been doing my personal development. Like it really does take all 3. And I would love to chat with you and help brainstorm and break that plateau of exhaustion, break that plateau, break that routine of overwhelm and being stressed out. Let's break it up, break through it, and figure out what we need to tweak, what we need to change. I would love to chat with you and brainstorm and figure it out for you. That's something I like. It gives me energy. Like that's another way, like helping people gives you energy, gives you life, gives you spirit, if that makes sense. So I would love to do that with you. If that's something you would like, just shoot me a message. It's michellekellogfitness@gmail.com. Michelle Kellogg Fitness. Everything has 2 L's and 2 G's and 2 S's. So Michelle, 2 L's, Kellogg, 2 L's and 2 G's, and then fitness@gmail.com. So just message me, say chat. That's all you got to do. Email me and say the word chat. And I'll know what you're talking about. You want to chat and you want to brainstorm and figure out how to break through this plateau of overwhelm and exhaustion, how to relieve that stress. So let me review my notes to make sure I covered everything. So just to wrap it up, we had mindset, nutrition, and exercise in order to truly break through that plateau. And sometimes you just have to try something new, you know, so let's chat and figure that out. Yeah, I think I covered it all. So that's it, guys. And I did it in less than 10 minutes. Woohoo! So email me, michellekellogfitness@gmail.com with the word chat. And we're going to chat and I'm going to personally help you figure out which 3 of these areas you need to maybe tweak or change. Like it's time to change it up and figure this out and get out of that exhaustion and break into that energy, fun filled, I call it a crackle, a crazy, ridiculous, fun filled life. So I want to help you with that. So let's go have a crackle together, a crazy, ridiculous, fun filled life, live life to the fullest and be thankful for what we have. God bless. I think you're beautiful. I love you. Um, People always say, how can you love me? You don't even know me. Well, you know what? People hate for no apparent reason at all. So I can surely love you for no apparent reason at all. So God bless, love you, and can't wait to receive that email and to chat with you further. Bye.